Hello, good morning, and welcome to today's video. My name is Reagan. I normally do book content, and today's going to be another book video. What I have for you today is my June TBR, and my TBR jar is going to be picking all of my reads for me in June. I am trying to run out of TBR jar prompts this year. I think we're going to go with 7 or 8. We're going to be picking 7 prompts out of this jar because I do already have one book that needs to go on the TBR for the month of June, and we're going to talk about that first before we get into the picks. In June, I need to read Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 5th book I'm reading for my Throne of Glass reread. I have a goal to finish rereading this series this year, 1 book a month, and Queen of Shadows is the book for June. As you can see, we're 1 book behind schedule, but it is all good. So this is the first book on our TBR. I'm going to set it right here, and we're going to build out our TBR from there. So I'm going to shake, and we're going to pick our first one. Well, I just shook one out, so we're gonna pick that one. My dog is looking at me crazy because of the sound that this is making. This blue one fell out of the jar while I was shaking. Oh, and it fell out of my hand. So we're going to pick this one for our first prompt. It says a book with more than one POV. So we're looking for a dual POV romance book or a dual POV fantasy book. I know what I'm going to pick. I was going to give you a few options, but I know exactly what I want to read. It's going to be A Long Time Coming by Megan Quinn. This past month, I read the first 2 books in this trilogy, and I really want to finish it this month. This is the 3rd book in the trilogy, and it follows the 3rd and youngest brother. His name is Brecker Kane, and the Kane brothers have an enterprise, a real estate enterprise that's like a multi-billion-dollar company. Next prompt we're gonna pick out, we have a purple one. It says a book longer than 500 pages. We already have 2 really long books on our TBR. Okay, I have 2 options for a book longer than 500 pages. So my first option is the 3rd book in a series. So I'll be finishing out a series, and it is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This book is 620 pages. My only qualm about picking this book, that was a big word. My only qualm about picking this book is I have the audiobook on hold, and I don't know if it's gonna come off hold this month, and I've read all the other ones on audio, and I kind of want to continue that trend to end off the series. And then my other option that I picked was Pucking Around by Emily Rath. This book is 570 pages. This is a hockey romance, definitely over 500 pages, but it is something I can read on my Kindle, and I've been in my Kindle romance phase, or Kindle reading phase really, where I just want to read books on my Kindle. If it's not on my Kindle, I don't want to read it. Picking this I feel like is a safe option, and I've been wanting to read it for a while. When I'm in the mood for something spicy, this is something that I could pick up. So I think I'm gonna put Pucking Around on my TBR instead of A Conjuring of Light. All right, next book on the TBR. Now that I have a few books on here, I know some vibes of some videos I could film, so maybe I'll try and pick more like in accordance with the vibes of those videos. We have a pink one. I feel like I haven't picked a yellow one in a while, so maybe I'll try and pick a yellow one for this next one. That's upside down probably. It says a Regency era novel. I have the perfect one. This might not be Regency era, but it's the only one I have that's like a historical romance vibe, so it has to be this. That's gonna be Second Duke's The Charm by Kate Bateman. I won this in a Goodreads giveaway a few months ago. This is perfect because this does work with some video ideas I've been having and wanting to do in the next month, so this is going to be perfect to put on the TBR. Normally I pick up like more options, like I'll pick a prompt and pick a few options, but this month so far I've been having prompts that like you can't pick multiple options for, where I'm like, wait, this is perfect, I know exactly what I want to pick. We have 4 more picks to go, so let's do it. I'm gonna pick a yellow this time because I feel like I haven't gotten a yellow in a while. Oh, this is a long one. Okay, let's see. A book that has been on your TBR for the longest. Oh God, Wally. That scared the ever-loving crap out of me. These are 2 books that I think I've had on my TBR for the longest. The first one is Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, and the second one is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. This has been something I wanted to read since my old booktube days. It'll definitely get a book off my 2024 TBR, but so will this one. Okay, this one kind of sounds like drama low-key. Let me read the little blurb on the back. It says, Ariadne Ariadne is a shimmering tapestry of two sisters bound by deceit and the shadows of family history. One marries a hero, the other a god. As their lives crisscross throughout girlhood and womanhood, the secrets that their husbands keep become a monstrous backdrop to their relationship. With fresh voice and keen insight, Saint adds flesh to bone to an ancient myth, drawing the reader into an uneasy world of ever afters. I think this would be the most fulfilling for me to get off my TBR, so I think I'm gonna go with Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I'm doing a really good shuffle this time. We have a blue one. A book with a house on the cover. Does it have to be a house? Like a little... I think when I wrote this, I was thinking of A House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, but I've already read that. Now I have to improvise. Okay, so I really think I only have two books that could be considered for this prompt. We have At First Bite by Olivia Dade, which is a new book that I recently purchased, and I am so excited to read it. It's like an enemies to lovers, forced proximity kind of vibe, and the cover is actually so gorgeous. But then we also have Malibu Summer by Libby Gill, and this is a book that I won on Goodreads giveaway as well. It is an ARC, so I would like to read it before it comes out, and it does have a little house on the cover. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with this one because if you're seeing a theme, this goes in accordance with the videos that I want to film. If you're seeing a theme, you'll just have to wait and see when I release the video. I think we're gonna pick Malibu Summer, although I'm probably gonna read this month anyways. I need to start picking either longer TBRs or using this jar for other things because this is gonna take forever to empty. We have another yellow. I tried to close my eyes that time, so it's fair. This one's a big one also. It says a book with a heart on the cover. Probably a romance book. So far, I'm only seeing one. I only have one book with a heart on the cover, so I guess it's going on our TBR. It is You with the View by Jessica Joyce. We have the little hearts coming off of the iPhone right there for like a light on an Instagram post or whatever, and we have some on the back as well. So many people have said they love this one, and I'm very excited to read it. It wasn't immediately on my TBR or like immediately something I was looking at, but I'm glad I picked it so that I will read it, or hopefully read it this month, because it looks like a great read for summer and I've heard so many good things. We're picking one more prompt for this video, the last book on our TBR. We have a green one. Let's see. That might be upside down. A book originally written in another language. So I don't actually know if I have any of those on my TBR, if I'm being honest. Oh, I do. And the way that I don't want to pick it, and I know I'm not going to read it. So should I just abandon this prompt? And I know I'm not going to read it. Like if I put it on my TBR, I'm not going to pick it up. So what does one do in this scenario? You know, failure. I could just pretend like I never picked it and pick a different one. And you would never be the wiser because you don't know what I edited out. We might be abandoning this prompt for now. Pink, a standalone. We can do that. Can we though? Because I have a ton series. I have two options for what I'm thinking. Bunny by Mona Awad and Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I'm like 90% sure Birthday Girl is a standalone. Both of these go into video ideas that I have for the month of June. Bunny, I'm feeling, is something I want to get to more, I would say. Once I read this, I'll feel way more accomplished than if I read Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. They both fit into videos. I'm probably going to read both of them, but what do I want to read more if I give myself that goal? It's probably going to be Bunny by Penelope Douglas. Nope, Bunny is not by Penelope Douglas. It's probably going to be Bunny by Mona Awad. And the pink prompt matches the pink cover. It's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books. Here are the 8 books I put on my TBR. Let's go through each of them and do a little recap of the video and all the books that are on my TBR for this month. We have Bunny by Mona Awad for a standalone novel. You with a View by Jessica Joyce for a book with hearts on the cover. Malibu Summer by Libby Gill for a book with a house on the cover. Second Dukes of Charm by Kate Bateman for a Regency era romance. Pucking Around by Emily Rath for a book over 500 pages. A Long Time Coming by Megan Quinn for a book with more than one POV. Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is my monthly reread for my reading goal of 2024. And lastly, Ariadne by Jennifer Saint for a book that's been on your TBR the longest. that is my TBR for the month of June. I hope you enjoyed. I'm excited and scared for this month's TBR because I have a lot of books on there that I want to read, but I feel like this month there wasn't a lot of books on there that I wanted to read immediately. Let me know if you guys enjoyed these videos, and I'd love to do more. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, my name is Reagan. I do a lot of book content. If you ever want any more book content or anything else to watch, check out my channel below. I have a ton of stuff. I love you all, and you make my day when you comment. Thank you for 700. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.